Hello everybody, my name is Heather. As usual, welcome back to Crochet the Beginning. I believe this one is episode 21. Last week we did a review of the new Knitter Pro Oasis crochet hooks, interchangeables. I do have another crochet hook to review, but I'm not going to do that with you all this week. I'll do that next week once I get a chance to use it a little more and determine how I actually like it. It's based, to me, it looks like it's based on the furl design, which I really do like. But I haven't ran it through a long term, using it for a long term. So I haven't really set it up to handle to review yet. So this week, I thought that we would go on how to make a crochet bobble stitch. And if you hear rattling in the background, Onyx, the kitten, has got a new paper bag to play with. It's a kitten thing. So we are going to actually learn how to make bobble stitches. And these are interesting textural stitches. Basically, by the time you're finished making the bobble, each bobble, even though there is technically 5 double crochets worked in this, it only counts as 1 stitch. So I thought we would go over how to do this, and you can use bobbles to make a different shape in your blanket. You can use it just as a textural device that you can touch and feel. Sometimes I think the, those fidget poppet toys that you pop back and forth, I swear to gosh, whoever invented those had a bobble crochet blanket, because you can take these and poke them back and forth. So this is what we're going to work on today. I did 2 rows of them here. And so let me get my camera flipped over and I will be right back with you. Okay, so now we're back. And this is the same piece that I was showing you earlier. And if you notice, get my pointy stick and my DPN out here. If you notice, each bobble sticks up. And the way that this basically works is these will go in diagonal lines. Okay. I am not particularly fond of bobbles because they just, to me, they are an excessive yarn usage, but that's me. Some people love them. I personally don't. I rarely design anything with them, and if I do, it's usually 1 row of bobbles, and that's it. As you can tell, because of the stitch nature of the bobbles, they will cause your work to fan out in like a semicircle like they have here. So what you need to make sure when you do it is you have a stretchier cast on than just a chain. I like a foundation chain for this. It's stretchier. It won't curve so much. So we are actually going to learn how to create bobbles right now. With bobbles, you do not need to, I did 2 rows of double crochet down here. You don't need to do that. They can be started right from the very get-go. I chose not to. I chose to have this space down here. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to go ahead and put another row of double crochet right up here. Double crochet right up here, and then we'll be back and I'll show you how to create these bobbles. Okay, so now we're back, and all I did was add this row of double crochet over the top, and honestly, in my opinion, this actually looks kind of cool, just like this, but that's me. You never knew I designed while I did this, did you? So basically, bobbles are nice, but they do tend to be, they can feel a little hard. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have no nails on. I do have my next set. I just haven't put them on yet, but if you're interested, this is what they look like this time. I just haven't put them on yet. Now, the most common bobble is made with 5 stitches, but you can make them with 3, 4, 5, 6. It depends on the size of the bobble that you want. These are 5 stitch bobbles, and you'll understand what I mean by stitch in just a few minutes when we start working on this. Some people will use these as like a button, you know, with a little chain to go over it. Some people will outline something, a shape in a blanket with these. There's multiple uses you can use these for. Some people will use them as flowers, the centers of the flowers. They could use those too. So the closer you stitch the bobbles together, the more your thing is going to curl. And excuse me, my cats are deciding to have a field day with my MacBook, and that just doesn't work well with me. And so, but as you notice here, when it was earlier, it was curling quite a bit this way. And now that I have put that up there to kind of put it back together, it's completely flat now. Well, it's straighter. You just have the curves on the edge that the bobbins naturally produce. So how do you create a bobble? Glad you asked. That's why we're all here. So all you basically need, this can be done with any weight of yarn, any hook size, as long as the hook works for the yarn. I am using my 4mm G hook and just some cotton yarn. That's another thing. You could actually, if you make dishcloths, throw these in and they'll act like little scrubbers. Apparently, Toast and Onyx have decided today's the day that we're all going to play. This is not my normal recording day. So I have JR is next to me playing Call of Duty, and I'm creating a video for you all. Okay, so how we do this. In your chain, in your foundation, or wherever your pattern tells you to do a bobble stitch. Wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the stitch that calls for the bobble. I'm going to go right there, wrap the yarn and grab it, pull it up. Okay, you should have 3 loops on your hook. Okay, wrap your yarn and grab it, go through 2 loops, and then you have 2 loops on your hook. Okay, it's just like creating a double crochet, but we're only doing half of it. Then yarn over, go back into the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull it through, pull through 2 loops, and now you have 3 on your hook. Okay, repeat that again. Yarn over, grab the yarn, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 4 on your hook. This would be a 4-stitch bobble, but we're going to be looking at a 5-stitch. So yarn over, stick your hook back in, grab the yarn, pull it up. Let me convince my yarn cone that it does want to cooperate and put out yarn. Grab the yarn, pull it through 2. Okay, now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 loops on your hook. Okay, now grab that yarn and pull through all 5 loops. Now, do not wrap your yarn, do a single crochet in the next stitch. This is going to help create the bobble. Okay, now poke. If it seems a little flat, which it is going to naturally be that way, take your finger and poke in the back. Just poke it in the back and you have a bobble. Okay? So let's do this again. Yarn over, go into the next stitch or wherever your pattern is calling for. Yarn over, bring it up, grab the yarn, pull through two loops, yarn over, stick in the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull up, grab the yarn, pull through two loops, and again, same thing that you were just doing. You have 4. One more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 loops on our hook. Grab the yarn, pull through all 5. And then slip stitch into the next stitch. Not slip stitch, I'm sorry. Single crochet into the next stitch. By doing that single crochet, you are basically condensing those stitches down. You guys want to see what I'm talking about? See what that little imp is doing? That is my yarn. Thank you. She has gotten to be very ornery. That's what I'm putting up with while I make you your things. Can I have my handbag, please? Thank you. Okay, so apologize for that little cat interruption. Okay, let's do this one more time since we got interrupted. So yarn over, put your hook into the stitch they tell you to do the bobble, bring up the yarn, wrap the yarn over, pull the hook through 2 stitches, leaving 2 stitches on your hook, yarn over into the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull forward, grab the yarn and pull through 2 stitches as the same as before. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over into the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You'll have 4 on your hook. Yarn over, grab the yarn, pull through, yarn over and put into the same stitch. One bobble goes in 1 stitch. Okay, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, just like you did the previous 4 times. Now you have 5. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, and then single crochet into the next stitch. Now, one other little thing I want to tell you. What if this is not your front side, but you're working on the back side? Well, all you have to do in that situation is, say you were going this way and you were doing, all you have to do is poke them out this way. Nothing, this is not a one side only pattern. You can sit here and pop them out whichever way you need them to go. Okay? And it works either direction. Okay? Either side. Okay? It doesn't matter. I mean, if you have a whole bunch of them, you're going to want to pop them out as you go because that will make it easier. Yeah, I know my edge just kind of went whoop. These are training swatches. I never plan on these becoming anything. Honestly, I'll probably take this apart right after this video, so I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not worried about how the sides look. I'm more worried about you understanding the stitch. So that is a bobble stitch. And if you need to go over it, just go back in the video. I am trying to keep these videos down to like 15-20 minutes tops. This was the goal for when I started this channel, was to have short little videos. So that is the bobble stitch. Next week, I got a new crochet hook from Opire Company, and it comes in this really snazzy little, I want to say, wood container. And so next week we're going to go over this, and we'll see how I like this one. So be prepared for this next week. And I can tell you one thing, this thing is very, very shiny. It's very, very pretty, but very, very shiny. So that's next week. And then let me think. Oh, yes. We may have to skip a video because I am going to be going out of town, but that is going to be like in the first week of December. So I may have to skip a video there with you all. I'm not 100% sure on that one yet. But so, like I said, this is the bobble stitch. I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any more help, please feel free to leave a comment below or message me or email me. All of my links are in the description. I'm more than happy to help you. And as always, if there's something you would like for me to show you how to do, please feel free to send me a message, leave a comment, anything. If there's a stitch that you want me to go over, I will happily to do so. Just let me know. Have a wonderful week and good crocheting.